From the heart of Europe at a time when global tensions are rising and amid questions about the balance of power in the 21st century, the United States sent a message that left no room for doubt. America is not retreating. America is not hesitating. America is leading. In Munich, Secretary Rubio delivered a speech that framed the future of the transatlantic alliance in clear, uncompromising terms. His message was simple, yet profound. The United States wants Europe to be strong, because a strong Europe, guided by American leadership, is essential to global stability, to the defense of freedom, and to the prosperity of every nation aligned with the West. Tonight, we take you through Secretary Rubio's speech, the context behind it, the reactions it has provoked, and the clear signal it sends. America remains the backbone of the free world. The Munich Security Conference has long been more than a gathering of diplomats and leaders. It is a stage where history is shaped, where the direction of Western policy is often first signaled, and where the balance of global power is quietly, yet unmistakably, debated. This year, Secretary Rubio took that stage with a message that left no ambiguity. The United States is confident, strong, and engaged. He emphasized that the United States does not benefit from a Europe that is fragile, hesitant, or dependent. Instead, Rubio called for a Europe that is capable militarily, economically, and diplomatically, a Europe that can stand alongside America as a partner, not a liability. A strong Europe strengthens the free world, he said. This was not a message of retreat. It was not about stepping back or leaving allies to fend for themselves. It was a message of leadership. America, Rubio made clear, remains the engine of NATO, the guarantor of global deterrence, and the anchor for democratic values. But leadership, he stressed, works best when allies rise to the occasion. When Europe strengthens itself, America's leadership becomes not just symbolic, but operationally more effective. Rubio's speech underscored a key principle. Strength is not a zero-sum game. When Europe rises, the West rises, and American power is amplified, not diminished. Timing is everything in diplomacy, and Secretary Rubio's speech was timed with precision. The world is entering a decisive period of great power competition. Russia continues to probe the limits of Western resolve. China is expanding its influence across Asia, Africa, and the global economy, and other actors, from Iran to North Korea, watch closely for signs of hesitation. In this environment, Rubio's message carried a clear strategic point. Strength deters conflict. Unity multiplies power. Leadership matters. By calling for a strong Europe, he reinforced a fundamental tenet of American strategy. The United States builds capable allies not to free itself of responsibility, but to expand its influence. This is not about retreat. This is about strategic dominance. Historically, America's success in deterring aggression has depended on partners who can project power, share intelligence, and uphold democratic norms. A strong Europe is not an alternative to American power. It is an essential multiplier of it. The reaction in Europe was telling. Publicly, leaders praised America's clarity and commitment. Behind closed doors, diplomats recognized a truth that cannot be ignored. America remains indispensable. Without U.S. military power, intelligence capabilities, and diplomatic leadership, the architecture of Western security would falter. Rubio's speech reassured allies that America is not abandoning Europe. But it also made clear that American leadership is most effective when allies rise to meet their responsibilities. Leadership, in this sense, carries expectations. Allies must strengthen themselves. They must invest in defense. They must act with resolve. This is leadership with teeth, clear, strategic, and focused on results. For decades, the United States has urged European allies to invest seriously in defense. Rubio's speech echoed that message with renewed clarity. Security is not free. Deterrence requires readiness. America cannot and should not do everything alone, he emphasized. This was not a rebuke. It was a blueprint for collective strength. By investing in their militaries, European nations reinforce NATO and, by extension, reinforce America's security. Every euro spent on defense, every troop trained, every joint exercise conducted with U.S. forces increases deterrence and strengthens the West. Rubio made it clear, this is not about diminishing U.S. power, it is about extending it. Secretary Rubio did not need to spell out every threat in detail. The message was unmistakable. Strength matters. Russia tests only weakness. China respects only resolve. Ambiguity invites aggression. History proves this time and again. By advocating for a strong Europe, Rubio reinforced America's global deterrence posture. A capable Europe, backed by U.S. leadership, sends a signal to adversaries. The West is united, the West is prepared, and the West will defend its interests. This is classic American strategy, alliance-driven, power-focused, and results-oriented. Strength is the language of diplomacy in a world that rewards confidence and punishes hesitation. Rubio's speech resonates domestically as well. Americans want leadership, not endless entanglements. By emphasizing European strength, the administration makes a case for smart alliances that protect American taxpayers, American troops, and American interests. Strong allies mean fewer U.S. boots on the ground, shared intelligence and defense costs, and greater leverage in global diplomacy. This is foreign policy aligned with American priorities, effective, strategic, and results-driven. Make no mistake, Rubio's Munich speech was not about stepping back. It was about shaping the future, a future where the U.S. leads coalitions rather than acting alone, a future where allies are strong because America helped make them strong, a future where deterrence prevents war rather than reacting to it. This is modern American leadership, confident, strategic, and grounded in results. The United States is building coalitions, reinforcing alliances, and demonstrating that leadership means more than words, it means action. Expanded military coordination with European allies is already underway. NATO readiness initiatives are being strengthened under U.S. guidance, and global markets have responded positively to the signals of stability and unity. Diplomatic pressure on Russia is increasing, and European nations are accelerating their defense investments, ensuring that the transatlantic alliance is stronger than ever. In Munich, Secretary Rubio did more than deliver a speech. He delivered a message, loud, clear, and unmistakable. America is strong. America is leading. America understands that strong allies make it stronger. A strong Europe is not a replacement for American power. It is America's strategic advantage. And in a world watching closely for hesitation, the United States reminded everyone leadership still resides here. For Americans at home, the message is clear. Our investments in alliances, our commitments to security, and our partnerships abroad are paying dividends. They reduce risks, increase our influence, and ensure that freedom and democracy are defended worldwide. And for the world watching, the signal is equally unmistakable. America is engaged, resolute, and committed to ensuring that the free world remains secure. The message could not be clearer. Strength, clarity, and leadership are the tools that will preserve peace, deter aggression, and safeguard prosperity. As Secretary Rubio said, the path forward is not about hesitation, weakness, or retreat. It is about building a world where America leads, allies are strong, and the West remains united against those who would challenge freedom. It is about strategic action, grounded in principle, amplified by cooperation, and guided by the understanding that when America leads, the world is safer, stronger, and more prosperous. Tonight, the United States has reminded the world that leadership still has a name, and it begins with America. And for everyone watching, the call is clear. Support strong alliances, invest in our shared security, and stand with America as it leads the free world into a safer, stronger future. This is a moment for Americans, for allies, and for all who value freedom to recognize that strength matters, leadership matters, and unity is the greatest force of all. The future is being shaped now, and America is leading the way. So take this message with you. Stay informed, stay engaged, and understand that the choices made today by leaders, by allies, and by citizens will determine whether freedom and stability endure. America is leading, America is strong, and together with its partners, the United States is building a safer, more secure world for generations to come. Subscribe now to follow the latest updates on America's leadership, global security, and the stories shaping the free world. Together, we can stay ahead, understand the stakes, and witness history as it unfolds. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe today.